Very good numbers in his career, especially when he was with the Calgary Flames. Played well in the postseason for Vancouver. Bricker, get your thoughts on this addition for the Bruins.
Well, first of all, when you look at his numbers, particularly the production, I mean, he came into the league at a very young age, right? 18 years old. He was really young when he was with Carolina. So those first 3-4 years that you're developing at the National League level, I don't put a lot of stock in those numbers if you're looking for big numbers. What I concentrate on was the middle of his 20s, that decade. I know he's only 29 right now, but the years that he had in Calgary, very, very productive years. And I heard the one big year where he had the 40 and 42 playing with Gaudreau and Tkachuk. But his numbers overall for that stretch of his career were tremendous as far as production at this level while still being a 200-foot player. The Bruins, despite the 47 wins, the 109 points last year, the first-round win, and then the loss to the eventual Cup champs Florida, what were they missing? They got good performances in the middle from guys you didn't really want playing that high up in the lineup if you were going to be a true Cup contender, but that was the hand that they were dealt with the roster turnover and the retirement of two significant guys in the middle. That being said, they found out that they truly needed a #1 center if it was gettable in free agency. So that is the driving force behind this signing.
And these highlights right here, you can see this is the year that he really was sizzling with Gaudreau and Tkachuk, who were both also red hot, pun intended, with the Calgary Flames. A lot of those type of plays you see right there, a lot of stretch plays. He's really good. It's Bergeron-like. Bricky did a lot of covering for those guys. He allowed those guys to accelerate and go and stretch the play and move the puck up the ice quickly. He's also a good power play guy. He's a right shot. He even said, and I know we'll hear from him, he's not Patrice Bergeron, but he wanted to bring or wants to bring a lot of those same qualities. And he's played over 800 games. You talk about playing when he's 18, 19 years old. If you get 70 to 80 games out of this guy, forget 7 years, 5 years, you're talking a pretty hefty career of over 1,300 games in the National Hockey League. So he's a guy who's not the biggest, not the strongest, but he's pretty strong, and he's good size. He's very smart, cerebral. 53.5% career face-off guy. This past year with Van, small sample size, 57%. So he's going to bring an awful lot there. And the biggest thing is, Brick said, they needed a #1 guy. Is he one of the top #1s in the NHL? He's the #1 for this team now, and that's what they need. And he's going to play a lot. He's going to play with a lot of good players. He hasn't had those. Brick talked about Gaudreau and Tkachuk. He hasn't had those guys for the last couple of years.
You could have Pastrnak or Marchand.
And he could have Pastrnak or Marchand or Zacha, depending what you do right there. He's going to have some pretty good players to go play with.
It gives them some flexibility in their roster. I know they lost some players in free agency today as well, so they are challenged when you start talking about putting together a top 6, and I'm sure we'll get to that. But you can play him with a Pastrnak, you can play him with a Marchand, you can play him with a Zacha. You can move him around and have different pairs. He's going to play in your power play. He's going to kill penalties. He's going to take all the important faceoffs. How many times were we frustrated last year when they would give up goals in the final minute of a period or a final minute of a game or a 6-on-5 because they couldn't get the most important thing, which was a face-off win and a clear out of the defensive zone. So you hope he answers that issue. There were a lot of boxes in there, a lot of issues that the Bruins could use some real good help at the center position, and they feel like they addressed it.
Yeah, and you mentioned the power play, a bumper guy, right? That's something the Bruins were searching for as well with the retirement of Patrice Bergeron, something that Don
very smart player
had talked about today as well.
He's very smart. He's one of those players that can do a lot of different things. And, he wanted to be here. That's the other thing. And I know, hey, I mean, who wouldn't want to be somewhere for 7 times 7.75? But the Bruins wanted him for 2+ years. He wanted to be here. And Brick, there's a lot to be said for